Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the move, it's Segal. Makes his man miss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
He's going to pass. That's caught. It's high. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Quick release on the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. This is a designed run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Complete to start this drive. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
He's looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the ground with the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Toss to the outside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse.
He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Well, jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 37.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play callers...
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Ducks are on the move. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. Get the guys to break tackles. It looked could have been set up in a long yardage situation. Now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to run for it. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple of yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
These corners going to give them some space. Finds his man. It's high. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He wants to pass it on second down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Auburn! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go-rounds right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He wants to throw it again. They're trying to get to him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Floating away. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Flying down the left side. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a...
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop. And get.
Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days. Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to...
And he intercepts it. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll go to the toss. Nice move there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
The toss to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And you can forget running